All right, let's just jump right in. If you've been on social media at all lately, you've definitely seen these things pop up. You know, those super dramatic, super fast little stories that basically pack a whole season of a soap opera into, like, a few minutes. Well, today we're going to break down a story that is just the perfect example of this whole viral genre. Okay, so it all kicks off with a premise that is, let's be honest, completely wild. So picture this: a single, desperate, one-night stand. What if that one single night ended up giving you not one, not two, but 3 babies with a billionaire CEO? Yeah, that's the hook. And you got to admit, it just grabs you right away. It's the ultimate high-stakes, high-drama setup. You can't look away. So, let's meet the 2 people at the center of all this. Their worlds are about to smash into each other in the most insane way possible, and it all starts with that one fateful night. So, on one side, you've got Chu Jinzhen. She's 18, a student, and totally broke. And then on the other side, Zhou Jinghui. He's 30, a playboy CEO, and he's got this massive pressure from his family to produce an heir. I mean, you literally couldn't write 2 people from more opposite ends of the universe. So after that night, Zhen ends up at the doctor's office, and this is the moment where the story just completely explodes. The doctor gives her the news that changes everything. She's pregnant with triplets. Yup, triplets. Now, before either of them can even begin to wrap their heads around this, life just starts coming at them from all sides. For both Zhen and Jinhui, that pressure cooker is about to go nuclear. Zhen's situation just goes from bad to absolutely awful. Her abusive stepmother and stepsister, they steal her student loan money, the money she needs for school. So now she's pregnant, all alone, and flat broke. And this is what makes the story kind of clever, right? It puts their problems side by side. While Zhen is dealing with, actual poverty, Jinghui is facing a totally different kind of pressure. He's got his super powerful grandmother breathing down his neck, obsessed with the family legacy and the fact that he doesn't have a kid yet. And you can just see how completely trapped she is. She can't afford an abortion. Her stepmother tries to, and I'm not kidding, sell her eggs for cash. She gets bullied and fired from her job. And then, the cherry on top, she figures out the father is one of the most powerful and, frankly, scary men in the entire city. Okay, so this is where the story hits its first big dramatic peak. Just when Zhen is at her absolute lowest, completely cornered with no way out, her entire life is about to do a complete 180. The scene is just awful. They're in this grimy clinic. Zhen's stepmother is literally trying to force her onto an operating table, yelling at her about selling her eggs. This is rock bottom. It doesn't get any worse. But then, just when you think it's all over, in storms Zhou Jinghui, and he delivers this killer line. He doesn't just save her, he walks in and publicly calls her his wife, which just blows everyone's mind, especially her abusive family. And here's the key thing, he's not just helping her out, he is taking total control of the whole situation. And the drama doesn't even stop there. When his grandmother finds out she's not just getting 1 heir, but 3, she's overjoyed. Apparently, the family has this long-standing curse of only having a few children, so to her, this is a miracle. The curse is broken. And just like that, with a snap of the fingers, Zhen's life is completely, utterly transformed. She goes from being a broke student to the wife of a billionaire, basically overnight. And this crazy speed, that's the whole point of this genre, right? It's not supposed to be realistic. It's about giving you that maximum wish fulfillment feeling as fast as possible. Look at this. A discovery, a wedding, and moving into a mansion all in 1 week. That's not a life change, that's a life replacement at lightning speed. The amount of money is just, it's hard to even imagine. The grandmother immediately takes Zhen shopping, and this number, that's the bill from her first shopping trip, just for some clothes and bags. $3 million. And then comes the next trip, $5 million. See, this isn't just about making sure she has nice things. This is a public spectacle of wealth. They're showering her with everything you could possibly imagine to welcome her and, more importantly, the triplets into this powerful family. And Jinghui's power, it becomes her personal shield. So when these bullies at school and this corrupt dean try to get her expelled for being pregnant, he doesn't just send a lawyer. Oh no. He shows up himself, walks right in, announces who he is, and just shuts them all down. Instantly. Game over. So, The story is now hurtling towards its grand finale, but there's one last confrontation. It's designed to get rid of all the bad guys and really cement this new family's power. The villains, they try one last desperate move. They team up to trap and extort Xinjian. But this moment, this is so important because it shows you how much she's changed. With Jingwe's help, who, by the way, knew what they were planning all along, she actually confronts them herself. She is not that scared little girl from the beginning anymore. She is Mrs. Zhou, and she acts like it. And of course, because this is peak drama, all the stress from this final showdown sends Zhen into early labor. The end of the conflict immediately triggers the beginning of the next chapter. And it's the perfect, neatly wrapped up happy ending. The triplets, 2 boys and a girl, are born totally healthy, the family legacy is secure, all the villains are out of the picture, and the couple, who were just thrown together by crazy circumstances, have now actually genuinely fallen in love. So, what's the verdict? Is this a modern fairy tale, a story about pure wish fulfillment and instant transformation? Or is it just peak melodrama, engineered for maximum shock value? Whichever way you lean, it's a really fascinating look at the kind of super condensed storytelling that's completely taking over our social media feeds today.